Welcome back. If you know me, you know that I'm a supporter of Special Olympics. It's one of the reasons that I'm crazy enough to do the polar plunge almost every year. I got out of it a couple years being pregnant, so that was fun. The event raises money for the athletes and games, and here's an equally fun yet less chilly way that you can support Special Olympic athletes. It's the Dee'z Wheelz Bicycle Festival. Tell us more about the event and the cause are Pamela DeGuffroy, a Pittsburgh police officer who works at Zone 3, Danielle List, a Special Olympics athlete, and Courtney List, Danielle's sister, who's also an intern with Special Olympics. So if you can tell me about your relationship between you two. I know that police officers across Western Pennsylvania and the state are so dedicated and devoted to Special Olympics.
Yeah, we are. With Pittsburgh Police, I had the opportunity to get involved with the law enforcement torch run, and I believe it was in 2015, I was able to meet Danielle and her family. And it was through Special Olympics at the Friday night splash party, which is held the night before the polar plunge. Danielle and her family were there, and she was our athlete and ambassador that night. And we got to hear her story and how she lives with CDG. And they showed a video, and it showed how Danielle played sports, and she did bowling and swimming and whatnot. And when I saw that video, it was super inspirational, to say the least. But that's really what made me want to get to know her and her family a little bit more. And
so how did Dee'z Wheelz come about? It's such a fun name and a playoff of what?
So Danielle's nickname is Dee. So I was at one of her events. It was a bicycle event, and she was riding, and her dad had got an adaptive bike tailored to her needs, and he was like, "Hey, do you like bicycling?" And I was like, "Well, I used to bicycle a lot when I was a kid. I wish I had more time, but I do have a bike." He's like, "Well, I don't know if Dee's really into it yet. Like, you think you could talk to her?" So that's where the idea of Dee'z Wheelz came about for me. And then I was thinking, like, if you don't want to jump in the water, it's also another alternative for, you know, people to come out and have a good time.
And all of this goes to Special Olympics, which we know is just such an amazing, amazing cause. The athletes, when you hear them talk about the events and being a part of that, having that sense of community, and being with the Special Olympics and having a family member be part of it, what is it like?
It is just amazing to see the lives that Special Olympics changes. You know, seeing the athletes get their medals at the end of each competition is just heartwarming, and it truly, for the athletes and for the volunteers, it just changes lives and creates friendships like these.
It lasts a lifetime for sure. Danielle, tell me about the event last year. Did you have fun?
Yeah, I had fun.
And this year, are you expecting a good turnout?
Yeah.
So before the show today, you gave me this bracelet, and this is something that you put together. And Pam, you also have one on.
I do have one.
And you made a bunch of these that you're actually going to sell at the event to kind of pitch in and help. And how many did you make?
Like 60.
60 of these. That's great. I mean, every little bit helps. What else is going to be at the event?
We have different events. We're going to have a food truck from Evil Swine Barbecue. Healthy Bikes is donating 10 bicycles in case you can't bring your own. Pittsburgh Party Peddler is donating their Party Peddler to cycle people around. KGD Contracting is sponsoring 2 petacycles from Green Gears in the South Side. A new partner for this year is Joe Mancino from Tri-State Trailers. He is volunteering his time and also donating Brewster's ice cream for everybody to enjoy. He's also going to be there to present a bike to Danielle that he has paid for, a new adaptive bicycle for her.
That's
so
great.
That's super exciting.
Are you excited? Have you seen it yet?
No.
No, so this will be a surprise for you too.
Yeah.
Yep.
So tell me more about what you're actually doing at the event. Are you riding around? Are you doing laps?
So we have different times scheduled. Our Pittsburgh motor unit is going to do a motorcycle rodeo. I think we have them doing that twice. We're going to do a bike ride with Danielle. Her cheer squad, I believe, from her high school is going to perform for us. And then we're going to also do a water balloon toss this year, which is new, to try to get people more engaged.
And there's a dunk tank as well.
Oh, there
I know
is
about that.
Yep, there is a dunk tank. Especially Chief Schubert, he seems to be the head of the dunk tank. So
trying to enroll people, he asked me. I'm going to be out of town, so I said, not this year. Maybe next year, though.
Yep.
Tell me about all of these individual events you guys do throughout the year. leading up to the polar plunge and going towards Special Olympics?
So it seems to start in May with the torch run, and then from May on until like the end of the year, it really gets busy. So the event Dee'z Wheelz is last year was in October, this year is September, and then we usually have a freeze event, and what am I missing?
The
bowling.
Decathlon is a new one this year. This will be the second year for it, and it's very exciting and unifies, everyone from athletes to law enforcement to families and volunteers, and everyone just goes out and competes together.
Dee'z, what sports do you play?
I play bowling, swimming, and swimming is my favorite sport to do.
Swimming is.
Yep.
Yeah.
And do you think that you're going to take up, is there like a cycling event? Is that going to be next for you after all this?
Yeah.
Maybe.
All in all,
This year I did the freestyle all by myself without my belt.
the freestyle swim.
Yeah.
Without her belt, it was the first year that she went free and independent.
Yep.
What is that like for you to see your sister thrive in this way?
It is so emotional seeing her. I was actually a nervous wreck the first time we were at Pitt, and she just took off the belt in the deep water, and it was like, oh my gosh. And then you realize she can do it. She's able, and she just swims with a big smile on her face because she knows she's able and she's confident and she loves everything that she does.
And it's through this program that really these athletes, these individuals are allowed to grow and really shine.
Yes.
Well, we are so thankful to have you guys on the show today and to tell us more about this. Continue your good efforts. Do you know, all in all, how much you've raised so far this year?
Well, I'm not sure.
Not yet.
I
Yeah,
know it's
not
always
yet.
so
Yeah.
much that goes towards Special Olympics. Well, thanks again for being here, and you can come ride at Dee'z Wheelz Bicycle Festival to benefit the Special Olympics athletes of Pennsylvania. It's this Sunday, September 10th from noon until 3 at the Highland Park Bike Track. Admission is just $5, that's all. And you can look for more details at kdka.com/PTL.